These are the easiest beginner guitar chords you can play. So if you play your low E string here, if that's in tune, it should be an E note. Now if you hold down the second fret of the A string, that's a B note, and you play it with your low E string there at the same time, you can either pick at the same time, or you can use your thumb and index finger to pluck at the same time. That's an E power chord. Now if I move this finger down one string and play an open A string with the second fret of the D string there, that's an A power chord. So you have E, A. I could take this one further down and play the second fret on the G with an open D string, D power chord, open D string, A power chord, E power chord. Now the first fret on the E string here is an F note. To play an F power chord, you want to hold the third fret on the A string. You play those at the same time. F power chord. We can move this to the third fret on the E string, that's a G note, and the fifth fret on the A string, a D note, that's a G power chord. Take it up to the fifth fret there on the E string, A note, A power chord. So this here, that is the same as the A power chord over here. And on the A string here, we can go to the third fret and the fifth fret for a C power chord, fifth fret and the seventh fret for a D power chord, seventh fret and the ninth fret for an E power chord. So if you know your notes across the strings, G, third fret, A, fifth fret, B, you can play your power chords. The shape always stays the same. And on the A string we have C at the third fret, D at the fifth fret, E at the seventh fret on the A string there, F at the eighth fret, G at the 10th, and back to an A at the 12th fret. So again, we can play these by plucking at the same time or alternating, or by using a pick. Now when I'm using the pick, you can do a trick called palm muting. Without palm muting, everything sounds like this. Rings aloud, but if you put your hand just on the edge of the strings here where they're coming off at the bridge, you can mute it a little bit, so it sounds like this. Muted. You can go down, 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 or up, down, alternate picking. We can do a few easy tricks here using just our one finger on the A string starting at the second fret. We'll play the low E string with that. Then we can move it to the fourth fret and the fifth fret and back. This can give us a bluesy sound when we pick it in a certain way. Now you could also leave this finger here and reach out with your fourth or fifth finger there. And then take it down to the A string. Now I'm just picking those. You can also pluck. another type of easy chord we can play are major and minor shapes. If we start at the 3rd fret on the E string, that was our G note. We can play G major by holding the 2nd fret on the A string with that 3rd fret on the E. You can also include an open D. And we could bring this shape down for the top of a C major chord, 3rd fret of the A string, 2nd fret of the D. And a trick here is to always keep your fingers curved. You don't want to flatten out like this. You want to keep everything curved and just the fingertips on the strings. Got that open G there. Bring it back up to that G here. Now I could also do a minor sound to that. Hold the 3rd fret of the E string and then play the 1st fret on the A string. This sounds like G minor. Bring that in for G major. G minor. We could also do C minor. 3rd fret on the A string, 1st fret on the D string. Now remember, when you hold this power chord shape here, here is an example in A. We're at the 5th fret of the E string, 7th fret on the A string there. That's an A power chord. These are neither major nor minor. They're just neutral as far as music is concerned. They're just called 5 chords. This note here is considered the 5th relative to your root note in A. A5. Bring this down to the A string here. This is D5. I can bring this down for a G5. Now, if I go to the G string here at the 5th fret, the power chord is no longer this shape. It has to reach out to here. That is a C power chord, just higher up an octave there. And if I go to the 5th fret on the B string, the shape returns to what we're used to, and this is an E5 power chord. You can move these shapes around.